Number 7 is garlic. Garlic's another one that's really big in my books, and I have a natural cold remedy that I swear by. If you start feeling a tingly throat, start coughing, you know you've got the virus, you take a garlic clove and it disappears. And I have gotten several emails from people who went, wow, that's amazing, it actually works, who would never consider having tried eating raw garlic because that just seems kind of gross. But if you chase it with honey, you don't even taste it. And I just have to say that because I have close friends who won't even try this remedy, and it's amazing and it works. So I just have to plug it in here. Okay, it's got anti-cancer, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. It has something in it, allicin, which lies dormant, and once you crush it, it becomes active. It'll kill bacteria, viruses, fungus, molds, parasites, often on contact, which is really quite amazing. It's as strong or stronger than many conventional medicines without the side effects. It is great. Just make sure you have something in your stomach because it's very, very powerful, and it can leave you feeling a little sick if you eat it on an empty stomach. So, but get it in your diet. It's great. Medicinal mushrooms. I take a supplement personally of 8 different medicinal mushrooms, and just a little bit, I go through phases with it actually, and just like a teaspoon in a smoothie, or more, really nutritious. If I was very sick, I would definitely be taking a lot more. It has such high medicinal properties. It's really quite phenomenal and something looking more into. If you're healing, if you're looking for like high nutrition, this is something to definitely look into. Reishi and maitake are found in North America all over, as well as many other ones. Agaricus is the white button mushroom, and a recent study came out that it also has a really high antioxidant rating, as well as the other mushrooms. But a lot of times, the little white button mushroom gets overlooked, thinking it's not as special as the other ones, but it's pretty special too. It's good. So eat your mushrooms. Sea vegetables are super nutritious. These are like the greens of the sea, and even more mineral rich than greens because it has all of the minerals that you find in the seawater. An important mineral in them is iodine, which a lot of us don't get very much of now that we're on low salt diets and we're trying not to get salt in things, which usually have iodine added to them. So now we're often low in the iodine, and you can get that in sea vegetables because it's an important mineral in your body for boosting your thyroid health, which regulates your weight, which regulates a lot of things. Your hormones very important. That's it. Nori for sushi. The wiry one in the bottom right-hand corner is arame or hijiki. I've got a great seaweed salad coming up. Watch for it because I'm not big on sea vegetables, but the salad is amazing. Okay. Fermented foods. Lots of different kinds. Sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir. You can read them all up here at the top. Fermented foods in the salt brine. Those have a bacterial culture. All of these different types of fermented foods have a different bacterial culture. There's so many different ones, so it's nice to get a broad range. It's nice to try to get different fermented foods in your diet if you can. We have so much bacteria in our body. It's 10-to-1 is the ratio. We have 10 times the cells in our body. That's how much bacteria we have. Like tons of it going on. It's a symbiotic system. You have to keep, it's a delicate balance between the good and the bad bacteria, and you have to keep the good bacteria high to keep the bad bacteria in check. And it's very challenging these days, especially if you're eating lots of processed foods. Because bad bacteria thrives in acidic environments, which you get when you're eating a lot of processed and cooked foods and unhealthy foods, sugar feeds, bad bacteria. So almost every digestive order comes from this, an abundance of bad bacteria. So you really need to get the good bacteria in. You can take probiotics, and that's great, but fermented foods is one of the easiest way to do it, and it has such an incredible effect on your health, on your emotional health, on your physical health, on, you know, all over. It's amazing. And I did another page on fermented foods because there's just so much information on this also. Like it just helps you with so many things. It helps you to digest, to handle stress. That's a really big thing with fermented foods. So a lot of the foods that used to be fermented, like pickles, no longer are. They're all pasteurized on the shelves in the stores. And I'm not sure about yogurt, but I suspect the level of bacteria is very low, of the good bacteria, and also it's usually so high in sugar and additives. I personally don't even trust it or wouldn't even consider it a source of acidophilus or lactobacillus or any of the good flora. If you really want to get some, I would first of all make it yourself if you can. If you don't want to or don't have time to make it yourself, look in your local market, a local farmer's market. Often there's somebody there that's making these foods and selling them. And the third and probably easiest alternative is going to your health food store. Go and look for them and see if you can get some fermented foods into your diet. It will make a big difference. And the next one would be to take a good probiotic occasionally, and doing some research on that. Great idea. So those are my superfoods, 10 superfoods. And I also want to mention just a couple other slides. One, that all foods have a lot of nutrition. Like I picked my 10 favorite, but that was hard because there's so many good foods. I didn't even mention broccoli. After I did it, I couldn't believe I forgot broccoli. That's incredible, and it's one of my favorites. But even celery and cucumbers and bananas and foods that you would suspect don't have a whole lot in it. You always hear, oh, cucumbers, celery, they have nothing, and they're all high water content, great for diet, low calorie, there's nothing in it, so just eat it. No, they're really, really, really healthy. They have a lot of great things going on for them that are really overlooked. Celery, a recent study has just shown that it has over 8 families of anti-cancer compounds. That's amazing. That's really phenomenal. And bananas boost the serotonin, high magnesium. Serotonin makes you happy. And high in minerals. Bananas are everywhere. They're inexpensive. They're great. Raw foods have a high life force energy, which gives us energy, and it contains an abundance of enzymes. Just a couple really quick topics I want to couple quick things I want to mention is that we're born with a limited store of enzymes in our body, which should last us our lifetimes. But because of the lifestyle we're living and eating all of the processed foods and eating all of the cooked foods, if we were eating cooked foods in a balance with raw foods or eating more natural cooked foods, it wouldn't be nearly so bad and we would be fine. But we don't. We're eating so many boxed, packaged chemical foods, things that just are not good for us, are not foods, and our bodies are trying to process this and take care of it, and it's using up all of our enzymes. So what we're left with is at 30 or 40 years old, we don't have what we need to process foods. The beauty of raw foods is that you take a fruit, say a mango, and the mango has in it the enzymes that are needed to process, to digest the mango. Or for any fruits and any vegetables, they have the enzymes built right into them that your body needs to break them down. Big bonus. They also have an electric nature. We always study the fat content, like we break it down under a microscope to see what's in the foods we eat, and we see what minerals and what vitamins, and that's great, and that's all important, but we never look at the electric nature of it. We never look at their aura to see like what kind of light force are we getting from this food, and how we're energetic beings. Why don't we study our food energetically? We don't know what the food has in it and what that's giving to us, and I suspect that makes a huge impact on how good a food is for us, and we don't even look at that. So a cooked food is going to be the same as a raw food as far as looking at a little rectangular nutritional content scale, but no, we don't look at the energetic. It's just something to consider, that raw foods also have an electric aura about them like we do. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and eat lots of superfoods and raw foods for your optimal health and happiness. Thanks for watching.